You wanted to tell us about the Pyongyang weekend.
Yes, I want to tell everybody that last Sunday, the day before yesterday, we had called a Hanukkah gathering at our very famous deli, and the owner told us about different foods that we used to cook because we were poor and we came from Europe, and we had such an unbelievable turnout. It was in memory of my husband, but I don't think that really brought all these people. So when I went to sign up on Thursday, they said, sorry, we're sold out. I said, well, you can't be sold out. Then we had over 60 people, many, many young people. I asked how they found out about us, Facebook, and mainly social media. So it was a wonderful event, and we hope to do this again. We got a few names to sign up to be on our list. So, Minna, you want to add something?
I just want to add that it's a real shame that all our group cannot participate in what we are doing here in Houston.
Right.
So we are just telling you what we do.
What we did, what happened.
Yeah. But those of us who were there thoroughly enjoyed it. And we had a good meal and good friendship.
Right.
Too bad they missed it.
But it was young people, couples. I mean, I didn't know most of, and I know a lot of people here, but I didn't know most of these people.
I just want to say that in January, for the first time, there's going to be Yiddish Richmond Week. And every day, I don't know, I think somebody applied for a grant from the Yiddish Book Center.
That's what we did.
And they are going, so they're going to have every day an event for like 5 or 6 days.
I hope they'll share. Well, our JCC and the Vinkl applied for $1,500 grant from the National Yiddish Book Center. We got it, like you. And 2 people went to Amherst for training for 3 days. One was from the J. And over the years, we've tried very hard to develop a good relationship with the J. Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But now it was a wonderful relationship, and a lot of people from the J came. So it's the same thing.
Okay, great.
Same money.
Okay. So I hope you have all in your community things like this. I don't know if you are involved in your community doing Yiddish stuff, but if you are, please tell us about it.
And apply for the grant. That was a wonderful thing for our JCC.
Okay, so today we are going to read a story about Hanukkah. Why do I have here a yellow?
You move it a little to the right because it's off the page.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So just a moment.
No song today?
No song, but what is this?
Hanukkah, Hanukkah.
Marie, how do I get rid of this yellow stuff?
Yellow stuff.
Okay, never mind. You're seeing the.
It looks fine.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, maybe it's just that I'm seeing it. I don't know. So for people that joined us right now, Maurice sent us a song that Cookie Blattman, our Cookie, is singing in a disc that she recorded many years ago. But since Cookie is not here today, there is kind of no use of hearing it, so we will listen to the song next week. Okay? Morty, yes.
Yes, I just wanted to mention, first of all, that I listened to the song from Cookie. It was very interesting. I'll make a comment when she's here.
Yes. Morty, you froze.
Froze. This is Carl from Canada.
He's not in Canada, he's in Peru.
Oh, okay. In
Okay,
Peru,
when he will.
geht der Regen, es geht der Schnee.
Nee, in Peru. Okay. When he will defreeze.
I'm gonna lower his hand, so we'll see if he comes back.
No, he's still frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start reading it. Nes fin Chanukah. Rochelle, will you start reading it, please?
Okay. Ich hab schon gehalten dem Palto.
Palto.
What's a palto?
No, it's not yours. Sorry. Rochelle, you will read later. Sorry, this is Vinkl. Okay. This is Vinkl. I sent this paragraph to Vinkl. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Later. So, Vinkl. Vinkl, please.
Ich hab schon gehalten den Palto in der Hand. I was already carrying my overcoat in my hand. Und hat mich doch abgestellt. But yet I had not yet decided. I was paused. Gain oder nicht gain auf der Lexia. To go or not to go to the lesson. Ach, es ist so unangenehm. It is so unpleasant. As a schlecht, as a foil Wetter, a halbe Mile wegs. Such lousy, such rotten weather, a half a mile journey. Und was? And what? Noch einmal Pekadisi. Once again, the grammar lesson in Hebrew. He visits, he visited. Noch einmal der alte Balabas, was hat untiktok opgelebt etliche 60 Jahre. Once again, the old master of the household who has lived some 60 years without grammar. 10 Mol gewesen in Lapsk, a poor mole in Danzig. He's been 10 times to the city of Lapsk and a couple times to Danzig. Schier nicht abgeschlagen in Constantinople. He just about landed in Constantinople und kon als nicht verstehen, auf was man gitto ois Geld, a teure Metzia, diktok. He can't understand why, on what do people spend their money here. It's a lousy bargain, a precious bargain. Grammar. Weiter, der younger Balabas was weist als praktischer wollt gewesen zu trogen Paes mit Streimel. The young master of the household who knows that it is more practical to wear your locks hidden with a streimel, a fur cap, a kaftan mit strokas, a kaftan with braided piping or lace, zu foreign zu a gute id und nicht zu wissen von diktok. To go to consult, I guess, with a proper Jew and
No. A guten Eid is not a proper Jew. A guten Eid is a tzaddik that people went to get all kinds of, I don't know, to do miracles for them. Miracle worker.
Okay, thank you. So to go to a miracle worker, and you yourself should not know from grammar. Is Nebuch a kosher korban. And then you can tell me, what is a kosher korban? It's like literally, it's a ritually fit sacrifice, but that must be an idiom for like the poor soul as a.
I think a poor soul. What do you think, people?
Yeah.
I think maybe it means he's a sucker. You know, like he's a sacrificial.
No, I think it means he's a justified sacrifice.
But if it's so ironic, maybe. Okay, so als Soicher, Moser, Nebuch, kommen zwischen Menschen. As a merchant, he must mingle with people. Trogen a hut mit a gepresst Hemd, He must wear a hat with a iron stiff shirt. Leuben das Weib soll gehen in Theater. He must permit his wife to go to the theater. Die Tochter soll lesen Bücher. The daughter should read secular books. Und muss halten noch zum Ingel a Lehrer auf Diktuk. And he has to engage a teacher of grammar for his son.
Okay. I'm not
Just
a moment. Let her finish and then we will talk about it. So another line.
Oh, okay.
Go on,
Isn't my
Vinkl.
father correct? Is der Tate nicht gerecht? Macht he says, nor die Welt will azoi. But the world demands, or the world wants such a thing.
Okay, thank you. So, Rochelle, yeah.
I'm not understanding what's going on here.
What's going on? So we have a family of a father, or maybe I see people raise their hand. So, Morty.
No, let Refoel go first because
I will let Refoel go first. Okay, Refoel.
Yeah, I found kosher korban, a kosher korban in the Stuchkov list, and he has it as a synonym in his selection under Umschuldigkeit, that is innocence. So he's an innocent, is how you might translate. Is nebech a kosher korban. He is, poor fellow, an innocent, something like that.
Okay, so if you are already talking, will you tell us what's going on?
I wish I knew. Yes, as you were about to say, there's their alter balabos and their younger balabos, the old and the young people in the house, and the young one apparently is more religious. He wants to wear a payas and a shtreimel, and he wants to travel to the miracle workers, but he certainly doesn't want to learn anything about grammar. And the older one, who's been around the world, also has no use for grammar. Apparently, no one likes grammar. I mean, that's as far as I can give you at this point.
But I think that there is also a boy. The boy is learning grammar, not
the story is
young.
from the perspective of the teacher. We're listening to the teacher, and he's deciding whether he should go out in the storm to give the grammar lesson to the little boy.
To the little boy.
Boy's house, his father, I think the boy's father is the young master, and the grandfather is the old master, and they're watching the whole lesson.
So it's
he's thinking about why he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go because there's such hostility from one side and from the other. The grandfather doesn't believe in grammar, and the father wants to be assimilated. He has to do this for his father's sake.
So what we have here is the contrast between, between what they want to do, like keep the religion, keep the tradition and everything, but also they know that the new world requires them that the mother will go to the theater, the daughter will read all kinds of secular, non-religious book, and the child will learn grammar. So that's the contrast between the old and the new. That's what I understand here.
All right, so there are a lot of people here. So you have the grandfather, the father, the son, the teacher who's narrating.
Yes, and the little boy, and then there is the sister of the young balabus.
All right.
She didn't
I
appear.
need a diagram.
She didn't appear yet. So you will get to know all of them. Morty.
Yes. We'll see further down that the grandfather wants to keep the tradition. He's not necessarily religious, but wants to keep the tradition. But what I wanted to talk is about the diktuk and what is the importance of the diktuk. It's really not just grammar. It's difficult Hebrew grammar that has to be explained. And why is it important? Because the diktuk will allow this child, when he grows up and goes to yeshiva, to really understand Gemara and be able to discuss Gemara in a Chevruta.
Right, that phrase, pakad pakadasi, it's really important in Chumash. It's like the code when Moses was trying to convince the people that he was the Redeemer. They went to the oldest woman, Sarah, who was the test of credibility. And because he knew this code, pakad pakadati, then that meant to her, he wasn't just a magician pretending to be as powerful as the other sorcerers from Egypt. But like that's the code word that shows you're really authentic and steeped, because this has been passed down from Jacob to Joseph to Asher's granddaughter, who was present at all the pivotal times. So that it's Hebrew grammar, but like he says, it's also it's
important to be able to understand Gemara and discuss it.
I just wanted to tell you that those were the worst classes. I hated grammar. I still hate grammar. You know?
Yeah, but I think Morty's point is it's more than grammar. It's a
it's a way of it's a way to understand further on. Yeah.
But students at UT who take Yiddish, and once he starts teaching grammar, they drop out.
Exactly.
So you have the two students told me. So you have to know how to do it. Like Miriam Hoffman at Columbia, she could do it in a way that the kids probably didn't even realize it because they never dropped out. So, but that is a problem, I guess, when they start studying the grammar, when the new young kids are studying Yiddish. Anyway.
But I think there's a double meaning. It's also that because he's making a visit, pakadati. It's it's in the Amidah, the daily Amidah, when they're saying the merit of the ancestors, and it's a word that has a vast meaning. It can mean visit, or it can mean encounter, or it can mean like cause something to happen immediately. So they'd say Magen Avraham, the shield of Abraham, and Poked Sarah. And so the idea is that when God visited Sarah, that's when she became pregnant. It's a really effective type of visitation that you can have. So the word is really pregnant.
Okay, thank you,
grammar behind it.
Thank you, Vinkl. Yes, Refoy.
Yeah, two things about dikduk. One is years ago, someone who most likely knew what he was talking about said that if you look at the writings of the Hasidic masters in Hebrew, often they're not very grammatical. That they didn't have much use for dikduk. They had enough so they could express themselves, but not necessarily accurately. And the other comment I want to make is that as you're reading Talmud, Hebrew dikduk hardly helps you at all. It's the Aramaic dikduk you need, and it's different. So it's a different sort of thing. Dikduk is, as Morty said, it's larger than just pokadati, but it's a complicated subject. Luckily, Hebrew and Aramaic grammar is far easier than English grammar. So if you've managed to learn English, Hebrew is not all that far.
Okay, it's more than pakadati Refoy. It's pakadati, pakadeta, pakadnu, pakadetem, and so on.
Yeah, yifkod, tifkod, tifkadu. Yeah, of course. Yes. But there aren't all that many forms. Compare that to, for example, Latin.
Yeah, okay. But when I studied Latin, afterwards every language was nothing. After Latin, nothing.
So yeah, amo amasa mata mama satata sakint.
Exactly. With this we started, We had a history professor, the head of the department. He made all of us took 1.5 years of Latin. So, yeah. Mariv.
Yeah, I just want to add, I attended a lecture on Jewish books in the medieval period, like Spain and a lot of the earliest books were books on grammar. That also they were writing books on Arabic grammar at the same time, and they were listening to each other. But that was one of the first things that they sort of wrote books for, was to try to figure this out and make some order out of it.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mario. Okay, so let's go on. Let's continue reading and we will explain every paragraph. Okay, so Rochelle, yeah, now. So sorry
Okay,
about
where are
that.
we? Is der Tate nicht gerecht? Is der
Okay.
Tate nicht gerecht? Is the father not correct? Macht nur die Welt will, also that's the way the world turns. That's the way the world wants. Und der Welt kann keinmal nor nicht
No, gar nicht.
gar nicht absagen. And you can't absagen. You can't argue with or tell it off. Absagen, tell off the world.
Dismiss.
Dismiss, okay. Thank you. Tut mir Gott zu lieb, do me a favor. Bet sich bei mir, he asks of me, und mach mir
Ihm
nicht kade. Do
Him,
me
the
a
Aleph
favor
is
and don't
silent.
spoil him.
But it's not, yeah, but Kale is spoiling, but here it's also, it has another connotation. It means that he doesn't want him to put some, modern notion into his
head. Is that a weird spelling for Eam?
Germanic.
Yeah, because
okay.
Im in German is IHM.
Okay.
Because it has the extra A.
The hey is the H.
Yeah.
Im.
Ich zahl euch, I'm paying you, sagt so viel Geld für, I'm paying you so much money for a heul bissel Dichtung, for a little bit of grammar. Soll nicht wissen, als die Erd dreht sich der Sun. Shouldn't he know that the earth revolves around the sun?
So that he doesn't want him to get the modern ideas.
Okay, so he doesn't want him to know that. Okay.
No, soll nicht wissen.
Nicht wissen, okay.
He shouldn't know.
Okay.
So just a moment, Rachel, because Vinkl, yes, Vinkl raised their hand. Vinkl.
Yeah, the Hoyle Bissel Diktuk. I'm not sure that it means a little bit. I'm not sure the Hoyle part. Doesn't that mean like a whole cavern full of? No, I'll pay you as much as I would if you taught him a lot of grammar, but just don't teach him that the earth revolves around the sun. So Hoyle, I want to know what's the meaning of Hoyle and that.
I found oil to be pure, but I'm not sure. Rafael?
Yeah, I agree. It's pure. I'm only asking you to teach him a little bit of diktuk, a simple little bit of diktuk, not anything beyond that.
Okay, so go on, Rochelle.
Und ich hab zugesagt, als wird es von mir nicht wissen. And I promised that from me he would not know this. Weil ich hab in Ganzen ein Lektie gehabt, because I only had one lecture und a kranke Mame in Stub and a sick mother at home.
Go on a little bit more.
Gain. Oder nicht gehen. Should I go or shouldn't I go? Bei der Lektie hielt mich das ganze Haus gezäunt.
Gesinnt.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Hausgesinnt.
Hausgesinnt. I don't understand the sentence. But by this lecture?
No, by the lecture. During the lesson, the whole house people, how do you say?
Household.
Household.
Protect. Me.
Is
Heat
what?
me.
They're watching him.
Watching him. They're watching him.
They're
Oh,
watching
okay.
him.
So the
Watching.
whole household is watching him when he is giving the lecture. It's not one-on-one. It's
Okay.
one on all the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tizi euch. She also?
Yes. Is she
Yeah.
also? Yeah.
Who?
So
Who is
we
it?
don't know. Now
We
we will
don't know
know who
yet.
she.
Okay.
Yeah, she is the woman there. So thank you, Rochelle. Thank you. Yes,
Very confusing for me. I don't know why, but I'm having trouble following.
Little by little, we will go over this. So, okay, Refoy.
Yeah, just a matter about this Heusgesinnt. It's an interesting word. It comes from the word Sohn, son, son as opposed to daughter. And the ge prefix means collection of. And you see that in a few words. It's not a past participle. It's a means collection of. And so the Gesinnt, usually Heusgesinnt, is the sons of the house or the whole household. It's not just the male members of the house, but the word Heusgesinnt then, through this derivation, comes to mean the members of the house.
So it has a Gesinnt is not health here.
Not
No, it's not
No.
gesund.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't come from gesund at all.
All right. All right, because I always say Gesinnt. See, the
Right.
dialect gets in the
Sure.
way.
Some Gesinnt.
Some Gesinnt, that's in gesund. So, all right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Rochelle. So, Karen, you're with us. Can you continue?
Yes. Can you please tell me where we are?
Here, Sie sitzt. I
Oh,
did it in blue.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, and you? Who's that?
If you can,
Leah,
Who is
get off
that?
the phone.
yes, I
Is
see.
it
Karen,
Leah?
I see.
I got it. I got it.
Okay. You see it? Sie sitzt.
I see it. Yes. I'm so sorry. I just need to
No problem.
collect my my notes. Thank you.
Okay.
Sie sitzt von der der Weitens. She sits from a distance. Ständig verlesen, vertieft. Always engrossed in reading, engrossed. Telmal hebt sie auf die lange seidener Bremen. Sometimes she lifts up her long silken eyebrows. Der Mond wird a bissel lichtig in Stub. There and then there becomes a little bit of brightness in the house. Das geschieht doch so selten. I think geschieht means the spread of it, the spread of the brightness of.
No, that happens. That happens.
Oh.
It's geschehen.
Geschehen.
It happens.
That happens seldom. So seldom. Und was wird sein davon? And what will be from there? Garnished, nothing. Äußer Heartswehtung. Nothing aside from heartbreak. Is that right? Heart pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Herrscht, do you hear? Weck mir auf der Mamas schwache Stimme von Bett. Mother's weak voice awakens me from bed. Der Fälscher sagt, als wenn ich soll haben a paar warme. The false one says?
No, a Felsher is like, You can say that it's like a pharmacist. It was someone
A
who
physician
did
assistant.
a physician assistant nowadays. Exactly, Ralph. Thank you. So someone that used to practice all kind of medicine, but without really having any degree or anything.
A barber.
Oh, so this is the person who is giving advice about the sick mother?
Yes, yes.
Is there a relationship to false Felsher?
I don't know. Maybe Refoil will know. Refoil, please.
Yeah, I don't think it's related to false, but there are kind of three levels of medicine, and the Felsher is the lowest. A bloodletter is another translation of Felsher, or barber. The next level would be Reufe, a curer, and the highest would be a doctor or a professor even. We've seen that. But a Felsher is kind of the cheapest and most likely the least useful of these medical practitioners.
Isn't a Felsher somebody who's fake?
That's what I just...
No, it's not the same.
No, it's not a fake. It's just a very low-level medical practitioner. He practices medicine, but he may have, he's like RFK Jr. He has zero science background, zero knowledge of medicine, nothing about pharmacy, but he practices.
But he practices, yeah.
Especially in the villages, that's what you could get.
Okay, so Karen, go on. Feigl, I will let you talk later, so let her finish the paragraph. So der Felsher sagt, so he says...
The Felsher says, as wenn ich soll haben a paar warme wollener Socken, that when I should have a pair of warm woolen socks, wollt ich, or that if I have, wollt ich gemerkt herabkriechen von bed, then I would, I might, or I would crawl down from bed.
Good.
Muss man gehen auf der Lexia? Must one go to the lesson?
Yeah. Thank you, Karen. So what it tells us that, well, he has no choice. His mother is sick and he has to go and give the lecture, give the lesson, because he needs the money. He needs the money for his mother. And Rochelle, here we see who is Z. Z is the
daughter, and he has an eye for her.
That he has a crush on her.
Yeah.
That he has a crush on her. Yeah. And he says, but what will happen? What will come out of it? Nothing.
Heartbreak,
yeah. Just heartbreak. Okay, so Feigl, yes.
Yeah, it's back when they're talking about Z, and she raises, I think it's her eyelashes. I know ordinarily Bremen means eyebrows.
No, Bremen is a brows.
But it also, the last definition in that dictionary says it can sometimes mean eyelashes. And I think that makes more sense, that she has long, silky eyelashes. And so when she raises her eyes, then her eyelashes, then the light goes through the room like that.
So.
Okay, so just for clarification, he's calling what he does with the children Alexia.
It's a lesson.
Yes. Yeah, he calls it Alexia. Yeah.
It's a lesson.
Yeah. Okay. A lesson.
A lesson. Okay.
Okay. Morty, will you continue?
Yeah. Oyster der Balabuste, other than the lady of the house, whose Hotzer the Irish tiger is, which she had, as her custom is, Arois gehabt, der schwer soll nicht wissen, got out so that the father-in-law will not know, is in theater, right? She went away into the theater without the father-in-law's knowledge. Hab ich getroffen, das ganze Haus gesinnt, arim siedendicken Samovarkene, no, Tombakenem samovar. Yeah. So I found everybody from the house, all the people in the house, around the brass samovar, around the brass samovar. Yes.
About the around the boiling
mine. Good.
Zidneken is boiling. Morty, you froze again?
Bus Genfert mit der Schwache. Huh? Sorry?
We didn't hear you.
Now he's back. Now he's back.
Yeah, you froze for a while.
My internet is unstable, but we'll see what we can do.
Auf mein guten Abend.
Ja. Auf mein guten Abend hat der jüngere Balabus geämpft mit der schwacher Good Year. To my good evening, the younger head of the house answered me with a soft good year, have a good year. Und nicht aufgehört zu drehen in der Hand die Taille Kurten. And he didn't stop turning in his hand the pack of cards.
Shuffling.
Gehalten. Huh?
Shuffling the cards? No. Okay.
No. I don't know if it's shuffling. Drehen is not necessarily shuffling.
Okay.
I think he was just turning the card from one side to the other. Rosero gehalten, that he has in his hand, gewiss, wartendig auf Gäste, surely while waiting for other guests. Inter a spitziger Yarmulke, under a pointed Yarmulke, eingehielt in a breiten Turkish Schlafrock and covered by a wide Turkish coat, leunt nicht der alten Balabus Arois zu nehmen die lange Antipke mit dem brustenem Spitz fin Maul. I didn't understand this very much, but wasn't able, I think, the old owner of the house to take out the long Antipke. I don't know what it means. I don't know what Antipke means.
It's a part of a pipe.
It's a pipe, I'm not sure.
Antique, right?
Yeah, okay.
Is it a pipe?
Yeah, it's part of a pipe. I don't know what part it is. Maybe it's the mouthpiece.
It's the mouthpiece.
Yeah. It's the mouthpiece of a cigar or cigarette or something like that. From the Burstenem Spitz Finmo. I couldn't take out the material. Burstenem is the material of which
it's amber.
Couldn't get the amber, the tip of the amber from his mouth. Oder aufzuhäuben die Augen von alten Lisser Seder. But taking his eyes away from the old Lisser Siddur.
This I don't know. What is the Lisser Siddur?
Yeah, it's a type of Siddur with a flat cover, as I understand it, from what I've seen.
With the flat cover, because
with a plain cover.
Okay, because Elisa is someone that is bold.
So it would be worn out book.
Can you
Sorry, Michael?
Minna, can you show us where we are? Can you show us where we are?
That makes...
Yes. Michael, can you say it again?
Just to go back to the translation.
Okay. Sorry, Lisa is bald, but a Lisa Siddur would be
the older
homeowner.
The problem is that you are talking, that both of you are talking. So, Morty, first Michael and then you. Michael.
From his...
Okay, Michael, explain it to us, please.
Okay, Lisa is a bald patch. So a Lisa Sidur is a worn out Sidur. Something is used for many years.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Now I got it. Thanks. Morty, you wanted to add anything?
Okay, so no, just to round out, he couldn't take out his either the cigarette pipe from the tip of his mouth, or to take off his eyes from the.
Okay.
Reason.
Morty, we have a problem with your the internet, so we will stop you.
Better to somebody else
we
keep
will
on
stop.
going.
We will
Keep
stop
going.
you here because you are, But I see people raise their hands. So Rachel.
Schlufrock, it sounds like it's a bathrobe or
it is.
It is a
something. So a bathrobe. So he's sitting there, not dressed, not ready, and unavailable. Okay.
Well, but many people in this time had something like what you call a house coat.
A smoking jacket.
A smoking jacket, a house coat, or something like this. So that might be. I'm not sure. Rafael, yes?
Yeah, I'm confused about the word Lisa. I agree that it most likely here means bald, but firstly, the word Lisa is not an adjective. And secondly, if it were an adjective, it would be Lisen and not Lisa. So the possibility is that it refers to a place, a cedar from a place called Lys, but I've never heard of such a place. So anyway, I find it confusing.
Question, Minna. Do we have any idea where this story is set? Where is it? It sounds like it's Europe. Somewhere.
It's Europe.
Do we
It's
know?
Europe. It's Eastern Europe, but it doesn't give a place.
It doesn't say. Okay, thank you.
Barbara sent us. Barbara sent us the story's translation into English.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to comment on.
Yeah, so Barbara.
In the translation, Lisa Sidur is a book of devotion. That's how the translator used Lisa, book of devotions.
So so he took the easy way. The easy way.
So
he just didn't go all the way of translating. So yeah. Okay. So let's continue. Someone else, Vinkl. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was also puzzled by that word Lisa. So I looked up and I thought there was a possibility that it had to do with assistance, like Ezer. So like maybe it was a special prayer book to help people but I didn't figure it out for sure, but that was a possibility that had either to do with Eliezer or Ezer connected, like Ezer as or I thought maybe it was a name of a prayer book. But
it may be a name of a place.
It could be like a special, like with interlinear or translations in it. Some siddur. There's a lot of different kinds of siddurs, and so it was a particular kind.
We believe it because we will not know probably. So, okay, Marna, can you go on?
Sure.
Schoppelt. Okay. It was Schoppelt.
Ja. Okay. Kelt mir kommt mit dem Kopf und vertieft sich weiter in einem Parish zum Zemer Chanukah. Okay, so he shuckled. I don't know what Kelt means. Kelt mir.
Schockelt mir, komm zu mit dem Kopf.
Okay, he
nods
back and
to
forth.
me.
He nodded his head.
Engrossed.
And he engrossed himself more deeply in the parish, in the commentary about the Song of Hanukkah.
Yeah. Yes.
Sie ist euch vertieft, nur wie gewöhnlich in ihr Roman novel.
Roman.
Okay, so she is also engrossed, as usual, in her novel. Auf mein Talmud hat doch mein Reinkommen in unangenehmen Eindruck gemacht. And my student has, I don't know.
My entry at a very unangenehmen, not nice or not
Pleasant.
Unpleasant.
No, unpleasant Eindruck is
Impression.
Publishing or an
Impression.
impression? Okay, didn't make a good impression.
Yeah, on him, on my student.
Can somebody say that whole sentence?
Wait, whose entry?
The
teacher.
the teacher. So auf mein Talmud, on my student.
Okay, my entry did not make a good impression on my student.
Reingekommen, mein Entry, an unangenehmen Eindruck gemacht. It had an unpleasant impression. Okay, Marie?
Thank you.
So the student didn't like that he has to study. That's the basic of it. Go on, Marna.
Oh, okay. Was springt ab von Tisch und warft trotzig runter das schwarz gelackte Käppel. Heint euch lernen? What? He jumps up from the table and waits. Trotzig, I don't know what that means.
Trotzig is provocatively, in a provocative way.
Okay. Around the blackened.
No, black curly.
The back, yeah.
Black curls.
Black
Yeah.
curl.
Keppel is Ed.
Yeah. We're learning today. We're also learning. We're also studying today. There's a lesson today, something like that.
Yeah.
Was nicht? Schmechelt der Vater? Why not? The father smiled.
Okay, Marma. Thank you. So, Rafael, go on.
Es ist doch Hanukkah. But it's Hanukkah, of course. Tupet der kleiner mitten Fuß. The young fellow kicks with his feet. Und weist mit dem Finger auf den ersten Lichtel, mit dem Shamus. And he points with his finger at that first little light, along with the Shamus. Was haben gebrannt, which were burning, unter dem Vorhang auf dem Fenster, under the curtain on the window. Zugeklebt zur Scheitelholz, fastened to a piece of wood. I guess that's how they made their menorah. Ganz gerecht. That's really how it is. Borchet Arain der Alter. The old fellow growls. No, Michael. Okay. Forgive me. Mach gleich gültig, der younger Balabas. The younger master, we've got 3 generations. So the middle generation, the father, the grandfather, father, and son. So the father says, well, we can excuse it. Now, he could mean we don't need it today, or he could be forgive my saying something. We'll see. Says the father, gleichgültig, kind of without how do you translate?
Casually.
Differently?
Yeah, yeah,
Indifferent?
casualty is good. Casually. Yeah, gleichgültig, indifferently. Right. Es dacht sich mir, it seems to me, as sie is blasser geworden, that she has become paler, as sie hat tiefer herabgelost dem Kopf zum Buch, and that she has is looking deeper, has bowed her head deeper into the book. Ich sag, a gute Nacht. I say, okay, good night. When it's a in front of gute Nacht, it usually means farewell. So I say, well, good night. Nor der younger Balabos los mich nicht weggehen. But the son says, well, call him the father now, the grandfather, father, and son. The father doesn't let me leave so easily. Ihr muss schon bleiben auf Tee, but you have to at least stay for tea. Und auf Schkatzimlich mit dem Mann. And you should also stay for some Schkatzimlich with poppy seed. Now, Schkatzimlich must be some sort of a baked good.
Yeah, although, it's small pastries. Small pastries that are filled with poppy seed and honey.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like a Hamantash.
Yeah, but it's Hanukkah, so it's
Hanukkah, yeah, and it has honey in it. And
I didn't know Schkutzim could be so sweet.
So, Mina, you had these as a kid, Schkutzimlich?
No. In Hanukkah, we had sufganiyot.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
right. So I've not heard of Schkutzimlich, but fine. So you also should stay for some Schkutzimlich with poppy seed. Hat freilich ausgeschrieben, mein Talmud. My student also happily called out. Wollt mit mir.
Schkutzimlich, is that like from Sheketz?
Yes, it's from Sheketz or Shkotzim, Shegets.
Right.
It's an impolite word for a non-Jew. And so male, young, non-Jew typically. But here it's used as a kind of pastry, perhaps. Okay.
But do we think there's a connection?
Certainly. I mean, the name implies that there's a connection. What the connection is, I couldn't tell you. So my student happily called out, wollt mit mir gut gelebt, wenn nicht der Pokadati. He would actually get along fine with me if it weren't for the lesson of Pokad and Pokadati. Ich will absagen, I want to refuse. Nur der Lobusch kapt mich an bei der Hand. But the fellow, Lobusch here, is lobish usually is a word for a
scoundrel.
A scoundrel, yeah.
A scoundrel, an urchin.
Yeah, an urchin. Yeah, fine. The urchin grabs me by the hand, by the arm. Ruk mich zu. He pulls me to him. Mit a shell mission schmeichel, and with a impish, thank you. Impish smile, often rerev dicken ponim, on his expressive face. A Stuhl gegenüber der Schwester. So he ruft mir zu, a Stuhl, that's the direct object. He pushes a chair towards me, right across from his sister. Hat etwas bemerkt? Maybe he had noticed something. That is the son, the pupil. Natürlich hat gekonnt etwas bemerken. Naturally, he had been able to notice something, nur von mein Seite, only from my side of the pair. Sie ist ständig vertieft in Verlesen. She is continually deep in her reading. Sie halt mich gewiss verbatteln. Certainly, she considers me a ne'er-do-well. Efscher noch verrepes ärgers, or even perhaps for something even worse. Sie weiß doch nicht. Of course, she doesn't know, als ich hab a kranke Mama in der Heim, that I have a sick mother back home.
Okay, just, finish the paragraph, please, yeah.
Es muss schon sein ungezeugen. I don't know what he's referring to. It must already be drawn out. Calls out impatiently the father. But ungezeugen, what is he referring to? I don't know.
The tea steeped.
The tea?
I see.
Okay.
The tea must be ready to pour. Something like
good.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that we will need all of you to understand this story.
Yeah, I was just thinking it takes a village to understand this story.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Refuel. Yes, Vinkl.
Yeah, I thought that maybe that it was time for her to pull her clothes on, because wasn't she the one that was supposed to go to the theater? Is she the daughter-in-law or is she the older sister?
No, her mother went to the theater.
She left already.
So she's
she
the
left
older
before
sister, is
got
that right?
there.
Yes,
the
she's
little
the
boy's
oldest.
sister?
Yeah.
So I think the translation said something about pull your clothes. It's time, isn't it time already to get dressed?
I think the translation is a bit of a problem in this case.
So maybe it is, but do you use tea bags in a samovar?
No.
I don't think
so it couldn't be pull out the
but
tea
it could
bag.
just mean brood.
Yeah,
No.
brood. Yeah, okay. Karen?
I just want to mention on the previous page when the word moichel is used, when the teacher shows up at the house and it's new moichel. I think that moichel by itself can mean thanks but no thanks.
Right, that's what it has to mean, given the context. We forgive you your effort to have come, but we really don't need you tonight.
or I'd rather not. It can mean I'd rather not.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you translate that very last line again? Because I'm not sure it's literal. It might be
this one?
Yeah.
So
you must already.
It has to be already brewed.
No.
On. So the younger balaba, the young balabus is saying.
And you can see from what's coming up that he's asking the daughter to do something.
Okay, so it's a literal. It is talking about an actual tea something. Okay.
Yeah, well, they were all around the samovar.
Okay.
Beginning of this, right?
It sounded like it could be a symbolic, or what do you call it? Talking about the whole situation, but
metaphor?
No, it's literal. Yeah. Okay.
It's literal. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Barbara.
So I'm agreeing with Vinkl. I think that it has something to do with the girl getting more formally dressed or prepared. There is somebody else coming. Remember, her father is waiting for a guest. I think this is an important person. Anyway, the father thinks should be an important person in the girl's life. That's what I suspect. And the bald indicates to me that she has hesitated and she's telling the father, there's still time. So I go with Vinkl. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I see that it's a really interesting story. Part of it we don't understand, and part of it we just, imagine what can happen. So that's nice.
But it's really good writing, setting you in the middle of the scene. If we understood Yiddish well enough, this would be really interesting writing, very modern. Yeah.
It's another kind of parrots that we usually know. So it's not a Hasidic tale. It's not something. It's interesting. Anyway, Harriet, can you continue?
Yes, I can, but I didn't really get to this part, but I'll try. Is it bald? Is that where we're
yes,
bald? Tateshi. Soon, soon, entfert die,
No, she doesn't.
entfert sie hastig. She answered hastily.
No.
No?
Yes,
Is
yes.
hastig hastily? Okay, sorry.
Ihr Blasponem reutelt sich, and her pale face became reddened, flushed. Der junge Balabos vertracht sich weiter. The father, the father was continued to be lost in thought. Mein Talmud los iberen Tisch adredel. My student, I guess, threw a dreidel onto the table. Der Alte lehnt weg dem Sidur und gräbt sich zu Tee. And the older father, the grandfather, put down his Sidur and got ready for his tea. I don't know, ungernwillig, is that correct? Hob ich willig, hob ich mich verkucht auf die Hanukkah Licht. I don't know what what that word is.
Unintentionally, without paying.
Unintentionally, I stared at the Hanukkah lights, the menorah. Was bringen mir gegen über Affen Fenster, which were burning opposite me by the window. Sie brennen so treurig. They were burning so sadly. As so niedergeschlagen und verschämt fahren versilberten Blitzlamp. I need help with that sentence.
Okay, so start. Sie brennen so treurig.
They burned so sadly, so...
Niedergeschlagen is depressed.
Oh, depressed and ashamed before the silver
a Blitzlamp is a lamp, yeah.
Was hängt über den Esstisch, which hangs over the table where we eat, und beleuchtet so hell dem feingedeckten Tisch, and lights brightly the finely covered table. Es wird mir noch umetiger. I don't know. I become.
It's kind.
Makes me sad.
Makes me sad.
I'm sad bemerkt mich, and I don't notice as sie verlangt me a glass of tea, and that she hands me over, extends a cup of tea to me.
Yes.
Mit Zitterin with lemon weckt mich ihr treurige Stimme. Her sad voice awakens me. Efter mit milk, maybe with milk, fragt der Vater. Maybe you want some milk, the father asked. Nein, die Milch is abgebrannt. No, the milk is burnt. Warnt mir der Talmud, the student warned me. Unerträglich. I don't know what that means.
Unbearable.
Oh, unbearable. Reiß sich ihr von Mäuel arois. Reiß sich ihr von Mäuel arois. She tears it away from her mouth.
It comes out of her mouth. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Aria.
Sorry.
Thank you. Any question about this paragraph? What we saw here?
Yes, who's drinking the tea?
Everyone is drinking the tea.
No, when they say, "Do you want milk? Do you want lemon?"
So the sister is asking the learner, the teacher, how he wants his tea. If he wants it with lemon, or maybe if he wants it with milk. So she's doing.
What is unerträglich?
Unerträglich is unbearable.
Oh, unbearable.
So in other words, this teacher is there and he's got the hots for the daughter, but the daughter barely looks up from her book, and then he's like, "Oh, she's bringing me tea." He's like probably wishing she would notice him, right? But instead she's just this sad person that isn't really connecting at all.
But she's calling her
I
little
don't
brother
think so.
unbearable.
She's embarrassed, so I think she is uncomfortable. I don't know. Why would she turn red and start blushing?
Okay.
She's
We don't know yet.
This little boy is so rude. Teacher, isn't that what's erträglich? She thinks brother is a terrible pest, and she wishes he wasn't such a rotten kid. Is that what's unbearable to her? That the child is saying the milk is burned.
The unbearable thing, Vinkl, is that the milk was burned.
But was it really burnt, or was it just that the kid said it was burnt? Maybe it really was burnt. I thought it was that the kid is too of a nitpicker.
I agree with Vinkl.
We don't know. Okay, Karen and then Refoil. Karen, please.
There's a word at the top of the paragraph, ungernwillig.
Yes, this one, yeah.
Yes, and so gernwillig means ready and willing, and ungernwillig means not ready and willing, and so it's kind of setting the mood that he's staring at the Hanukkah lights but isn't ready because they're very sad, and so it's evoking some sad imagery, and so I think that's why that word is, I'm not really sure why that word would be used, if not to say that he wasn't really excited. He was sort of not ready to see the lights.
Maybe also the contrast with the, with the light from above, with the light from above. Okay. Refoil?
Yeah, I have another impression on that unerträglich. She is saying, I just can't stand it anymore. And she's not referring to what the boy has said, and she's not referring to the tea, and she's not referring to the milk. It's the whole situation that she finds herself in. I just can't stand it. And usually it'd be der träglich if you weren't being so Germanic about it. Erträglich, der träglich.
Okay. That's another interpretation. Okay. I knew that we will have lots of discussion about the story. I just knew it. Okay, thank you, Refoil. Bob, that's you.
Ja, es ist weiter still. Man hat nur dem Säger auf der Wand, der Suppen von der Gläser und das Klingen mit die Löffelach. So it is just still continues quiet. One hears only the clock on the wall, the slurping from the glass, and I guess drinking the tea, and the rattle of this, I guess, the spoon on the cup. Plötzlich fällt ein, mein Talmud zu fragen. Suddenly, well, we get a little action here. Suddenly, it occurs to my student to ask, Lehrer, was is a zoins Hanukkah? Teacher, what is this? What is it about Hanukkah? What is this thing called Hanukkah? Wes morgen dem Rebben in Cheder. You'll ask your teacher tomorrow in Cheder. Mach ungeduldig der Alter, says the old master impatiently. S is that S or L? Yeah. Macht mein Schiller Troitzig, says the I guess the word we said provocative student or pupil.
Yeah.
Der Lehrer weiß wohl besser, Faden Rebbe. The teacher knows better than the rabbi. Der Alter warft besen Blick offen Zun. The old master threw an angry glance at the son, at his son. Das hat geheißt, siehst du, don't you see, or you will see what it's called? How would one translate that better?
That means you see, because that's the bison blick. So he's interpreting what the bison blick is. So that means
you see what it's about. Okay, you'll see what it's about. Ich will euch wissen, was Hanukkah ist, hat sie sich angerufen still. I also want to know what Hanukkah is. I guess the sister says quietly, "Nu, Arabada." Yeah, no, of course, macht dem Jinge Balbus. Lo mehr, lemmer sein, was bei euch is Hanukkah. No, of course, we will see, says the younger master. Let us see what is Hanukkah for us.
Okay,
And
thank you.
Other Rabba is Cheder talk.
On
the other hand, let's consider this.
Let's do this.
And no one has a name. No one has a name. It's just the place.
Yeah, no names.
The place in the family, I guess.
Yeah. So Cookie just joined us. So I thought this is a good place to stop because he starts to explain what Hanukkah means, and we can listen to Cookie's song because she's just here. So Marie, I will stop sharing and
let me get ready now. I have to get it out because I put it.
Get it out and we can listen to Cookie. We don't have to read the song because we listened to it so many times. But
hold on.
We want to listen to Cookie.
I have to get it out again.
Okay, and then next week we will start where what is the meaning of Hanukkah.
Okay, you want me to share?
Yes, please.
Minna, who wrote this? Do we have an author?
Traditional, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Cookie, you're here?
I'm here,
yeah. We are listening to you singing.
Oh, you doll. Thank you.
Okay.
What are you putting on? What song?
Oi, Mom. What is it? Oi, Mama.
Yes. Okay. Yes,
now,
that's
since
it.
we're still talking about Mama, I'd like to do another song with Mama in it. In Europe, if a girl was single, they wouldn't let her be. They would try to get her shidduch all the time. Match her up for Well, this girl was in love with a klezmer. That's all she wanted. But they sent her the shoemaker, the baker, a shochet, the rabbi, a woman's tailor, even a writer. She didn't want anyone. She only wanted this klezmer. and you will recognize the song when we get past the verse. A jiddische Tochter versitzt nicht bei Jidden, gerät hat mit mir schon, schied dich im Verschieden. A Schuster, a Bäcker, a Scheuche, a Rebbe, a Schneider, a Weiber, viel a Schreiber. Aber ich bin mit keinem nicht gewähnt zufrieden, weil du ein Hart brennt auf Flamm. A Heisa, as ist a liebliche Flamm. Ich hab lieb a Klezmer Vinkl, mir war sein Fiedel. Kommt zu mir a jeder Nacht und spielt mir up a little Hui. Mir war sein Fiedel, mir war sein Liedele, mir war sein Smitziko. Hab lieb mein Jitziko. Oi Mama, Mama, nur ist mir gefallen. Riff rein, die Klezmer Mama, und hey, sag ich bestellen. Und jetzt spielt sich auf sein Vier, ein schönherzig Jiddisch Lied. Oi Mama, wird mir gut tun, a Schiff. Mit seinen schönen schwarzen Augen hat dann mir zugezogen. Oi Mama, wollen Gutes mir. Und wenn sagt, oi hey du Mädel, bist doch so lieb und nedel, und sein Spielen kriegt den Herzen herein. Es will sich tanzen, es will sich singen, oi gewaltig will sie springen, und nimm oi kann nicht mehr nicht sein. Oi Mama, bin ich verliebt. Oi Mama, bin ich verliebt. A Klezmer Vinkl, Mama, die Treue liegt mir nur in Sinn. Ich weine lachen, weiß nicht, Mama, welche Welt ich bin. Oi Mama, bin ich verliebt. Oi Mama, bin ich verliebt. Ich wollte die ganze Welt darum genommen, zugedrückt zu sich. Oi, oi Mama, bin ich verliebt. Schönen Dank. Schönen Dank, meine teure Freund, meine liebliche Zuhörer, my loving listeners. I feel as though I know every one of you in the audience. I love you all from all my Yiddish clubs. I love going to your clubs. Keep up. Yiddish is so important to keep alive. Medaf is banitzen and bashitzen, and as long as life is on this earth, Yiddish should survive. So beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you.
Bravo.
Absolutely beautiful.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
It was beautiful.
Eventually, I want you to hear Moishele, and I think Moishele is on there. That's one of my favorites, and that's not a usual song, son. It's not well known.
So every one of us has now the disc, so everyone can listen to it in its free time.
Thank you,
Thank you very much, Cookie. So when did you record? When did you record it?
That was 2002, I believe. I recorded that.
Did you did this professionally? I mean, everything was professional, or you just?
Everything was professional. I mean, I did it myself. That's how I was professional. I was never taught.
No, but I mean, you entertained in a lot of different places.
I entertained. Yeah, I ate for Brandeis Women. I, all the different Yiddish clubs I went to. But this was the only one with a full orchestra. I did a Sunrise Jewish Center and My Palace Theater, which is a breathtaking 1,000-seat theater. And I used to fill up the place because at that time they allowed the buses to come in from the other Yiddish clubs, which was filled with 30 people a bus. So I had a huge audience, and the money all went for JAFCO, Jewish Abused Children. So
and where did you do it? Where were you living at the
Kings
time?
Point, Tamarack. Kings Point, Tamarack has a beautiful palace theater. I think it's one of the most beautiful theaters. Thank you. But Moishala, my friend, was, I think, my favorite. It's not a tune. See, by the way, the first verse that I sang, which I'm sure many of you have never heard, am I right? That was Miriam Crescen's song. That was her verse to a song I don't remember. I can't find the tape. For years I looked for it. I could never find it. I loved the verse so much, and I thought it went with Oy Mama Binich Lip so well that I added that verse at the beginning to the verse from Oy Mama Binich Lip. And so I made the song longer, but the words are so perfect, you know?
Yep.
Yiddish tochter versitzet bei Jeden. Well, what's her name? Oh, now I forgot your name. I'm looking at your smiling face. She was there when I did my last professional one at the Boca Raton.
That's right.
Marriott Hotel. Remember that one? That was a good one. And I remember your compliment. There was a woman before me who sang all over Europe. Her husband worked with her. And I listened to her when she rehearsed, and I said, oh my God, will I be able to follow her? I was the second act at Saturday night. She was the opening act. And when we finished, you said to me, I should have been the opening act. I remember you said that to me. A very big compliment. Yeah. But I did comedy in between. I didn't sing one song after another. I did some jokes. I did some stories. I did all kinds of things like that, in English and Yiddish, because there were a lot of people there. Although in that particular weekend, most of them did understand Yiddish. But I think who was that one? Was it Chava Alberstein? I think she was there. Was she there?
No, she wasn't there.
There was one who did the lunchtime with a guitar.
Right. Yeah, I'm missing on her name too.
I forgot her name. She was, and I learned a couple of songs from her. But yet, when she sang lunchtime, she didn't do that well. She was. I did my best work that weekend. Yeah.
You brought the house down, Cookie. There was no doubt about it.
Thank you.
It was wonderful.
Thank you. I wish I could still do it, but I can still manage to sing a song where you would enjoy it. But Moishala, my friend, and Shlovzimir Yankala, that's the name, Shlovzimir Shan Yankala, mein Shana. Those are two songs that I had never heard before, and I had to learn them. They are so beautiful. I think Moishala, my friend, is on there. I don't think Abraham is on there. Of course, every year I would do 6 songs that were very popular. Like you want to hear this particular song. And I would do 6 I hadn't done in a couple of years. So every show, while being alike, I did different jokes, and I did at least 6, 7 different songs. And it was a 2-hour show, and every musician was an act in itself. I had Mike Gold on the clarinet. Anybody who knows the clarinet, Mike Gold was the Shepherd's Call and everything. He was fabulous. I had Gary Lawrence on piano, who's just about the best accompanist you can get for Yiddish. I had Chris LaBarbera, an Italian guy, and he played the Godfather theme in Yiddish style. The place went crazy. It was so funny. He was terrific. And then I had Mike Cohn. He was half Jewish and half Catholic. So when he came out, I said in Yiddish, I said, "Es halber Yidden, halber Goy. Die oberste halbe sich gewiss, als a Yid, weil sehr kluge. Und was tut sich in der unterste halbe ist nicht meine Deiges." Well, the place went crazy laughing. So he comes out and he says, "What are they laughing about?" I said, "Well, I told them that you're half Jewish and you're half not." I wasn't going to use the word goy. "And you're half not, but I know you're so smart that the top half is Jewish. And what's doing on the bottom half is not my business." You're going to hit me. So a lot of times I just spoke off the top of my head, just whatever came out. I once said the story about I'm one of 10 children. I asked my mother why she didn't have an 11th child. She said she would have, but she read somewhere that every 11th child born in the United States is an Indian. Hat nicht gewollt haben, not Indian. So they're all laughing. Well, one guy yells out, who was another Jewish artist. He yells out, "I'm an 11th child," which he was. I said, "Well, I guess your mother didn't read the same newspaper." I mean, so a lot of it was ad lib jokes, little stories about my family. And I did about probably 13 songs. I don't know how many are on the CD on the back. I think about 13 tunes. And it was a wonderful show because each musician did 5 to 10 minutes of his own act. And Mike Cohn did Romania with background music. If I tell you, he tore the house down. Chris LaBarbera with that Godfather theme, Mike Gold with his beautiful Shepherd's Call and all his clarinet Yiddish music, and Gary Lawrence did Rhapsody in Blue and tore the house down. I mean, we had a 2-hour show. It was, I have to say, it's the best thing I've ever done. And I came out in a gorgeous gown. Each time they wanted to know, where'd I get the gown, you know? Well, I would tell them the story. On the CD shows my white gown. I bought a white gown. You can't wear a white gown to a wedding. So I asked my daughter, "Can I wear a white gown to your son's bar mitzvah?" She said, "Sure." Well, there was this Lily Rubin. I said, even the gown is Jewish. It was made by Lily Rubin. I said, the gown was, I think, $1,000 gown. They were getting rid of it. It was a size 4 for $100. One gown they had left. Well, I grabbed it for the $100. It was a stunning gown. If you look at the CD, stunning gown.
It was gorgeous.
And that was the white gown. Then I had a red gown, and I bought the red gown for the bar mitzvah. And I said, my daughter said, "No, that's too show business. You can't wear a red gown to a bar mitzvah." So I'm wearing it for you here. You know, everything. And then I wore a black gown for my son's wedding. It was a stunning, stunning velvet and satin gown with beautiful beads on the satin panels coming up to the knee, from the floor to the knee. It's a knockout of a gown. Well, when I wore that gown, I told them the story. I wore it at my son's wedding and this and that. When I came down, a man said to me, "That's the most beautiful gown I've ever seen." So my figure is still good, same as I was when I was 18, and the gowns were knockouts. So every time I came out, there was a story about the gown, and I had 3 different gowns, so I would alternate them. It was a very happy time of my life. And I felt so happy giving. I didn't get paid for any of it. Just the men got paid and the band. Of course, I had to pay them. But they made thousands of dollars. I have so many awards from them and all that. But it made me happy that I had a mitzvah in my life with the Yiddish. And I love the Yiddish so much because, you know, it was mama and papa, mostly mama. That's what it meant to me. Every time I speak the Yiddish word, it's mama. So.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. We enjoyed your stories and we enjoyed you listening to you singing. So, and I am happy that you tuned in today because we didn't want to play the song without you being here.
Oh, I could fill in for 2 hours if you want.
Yeah, I know that you can, but you know, I know that you can feel.
My mother used to say, "It's fehlt mir nicht kein Werte."
Nein, es fehlt nicht kein Werte. But some people need to eat and some people need to do other things. So
but you can tell me to shut up whenever you want.
Okay,
I do it here too. I love to talk. If I go into a room, a waiting room, everybody's sitting around, and I say, "Anybody want to chat, or you just want to sit here quiet?" And a few people will go, "Oh, I would love to talk to somebody." So there I go.
You are a treasure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, we will
Believe me, I don't feel happy here. I could tell you. No.
But we designate you a treasure of the Yiddish Vinkl.
Right.
Designate you.
Exactly.
We are sorry that you don't feel at home there. Maybe it will take some time.
Du was haben, they wissen it von Yiddishkeit. No. They have a Shabbos table here, but no.
Okay, so Cookie, maybe you can organize something Yiddish at the place where you are staying.
I tried. I said, does anyone want to have a Yiddish conversation group? All I need is 2 people, 3 people, not one Jewish person.
Where are you? Where?
At the Meridian in Boca Raton.
But in Boca Raton, there is Susan's group.
No.
Susan.
No, she's in Delray.
Susan is
no, Delray Beach. No, different.
She's in Delray.
Sorry.
Sorry. Florida doesn't make sense to me. So
and you want to know something? In Mason, this is an assisted living. So in the Stückedacht, insgedacht, in Mason, the cup zijn verdrehtbare. And when you meet somebody, you don't know it. It's not like somebody's walking around. You know what I mean? You talk to somebody, they seem absolutely normal. I made a date with like a woman. I said, I'll pick you up at 5:20. I come to her door, it's locked. She never even remembered that I was in her house and we were talking a half hour. Basic showing that there's a marble missing, you know? Not everybody's got their marbles here. And then that's the most thing they have here. I'm walking with a walker now, and plenty of walking with walkers, and plenty have aids. But in Mason is that their marbles are missing. So you
Can't
never
you
know
move somewhere else?
Yeah, so maybe you can move somewhere else.
I didn't tell you. I found a boyfriend. He considers his wife. He said he loves. I just went out for breakfast with him and his daughter. Tonight he's taking me out to dinner. He took me out last night for dinner.
So what do you want?
Cookie. You want to know something? Listen to this. He's 99 years old and does all of his own financial work.
Nice.
Wow. Then he was here a year and a half. He didn't talk to anybody because there wasn't anybody worth talking to until he met me.
I shared a match made in heaven.
I wasn't looking. I came here so depressed because my boyfriend dropped dead, completely healthy, 95.
I'm
4 years, he was begging me to marry him. All of a sudden, I came here very depressed. A few months, a couple of months went by. At the Shabbos table, this man sits down next to me, and he's a little deaf. So I started to talk to him, just like I talk to anybody. After a couple of times, that was it. He said, I'm the first person he's spoken to in a year and a half. Somebody pointed him out and said, I think he's mute. I've never seen him speak to anyone.
Wow.
So I went over and I said, hello, how are you? My name is Cookie. He said, hi, my name is Bud. Ephraim is his name, Ephraim. And he has melanoma in his head, and he has to go for, it's inoperable. But he already rented 14 rooms on a liner for his 100th birthday.
How wonderful.
He's so clear-headed. It's unbelievable. At 99, he's walking with a walker also. But I feel like the other boyfriend sent him to me. I really do. It's a miracle because you can't find. There are very few people like me and like him here who have all their marbles, if you know what I mean. Most of them have something wrong with their brain, whether it's anxiety or memory or whatever. And you think you're talking to somebody who's got it all there, and then all of a sudden,
it's not.
You see, they're not.
Wow.
So it's very difficult to make friends because they're not all there. So now I have Bud. Tonight he's taking me out to dinner. His daughter is here. Tomorrow morning we go for breakfast again and dinner again. And he's wealthy. And he loves spending his money, and he loves spending it on his children and on me. 14 rooms, you know what that's on a boat for 4 nights for his 100th birthday. A cruise to the Bahamas.
You have to keep us updated.
Minna, you're muted.
Okay.
Did you mute
I just wanted to say that right now I have to go. So if you want to stay, stay. But I have to go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll keep it open.
okay. So
Okay.
what I wanted to say, I will next week we will continue the story and we will continue discussing it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
Bye.
Nana. Thank you.
Min,
Bye.
I promise you I won't say a word next week.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah, we don't believe it.